Hi boos, I hope everyone's all good. We have got so much to catch up on, okay? As you can tell by the title, this is no filter girl talk, because I keep doing like Q&As on Instagram and I feel like I've got a short amount of time to get my point across, and so many of you need advice. Like I get so many questions you wouldn't even believe of people saying like just all sorts of things, and I can't answer them all, so I thought we'll do a girl talk YouTube. We've got a lot to catch up on. First of all, the show is back in 3 days. I'm back on Team Mum, so for any of you guys that are Team Mum UK lovers, you will know I'm back, and I've never been so excited for something in my life. It has been 4 years that I haven't been on the show for. I've had a 4-year break and I'm just so excited, okay? I've been getting loads of people saying like, what is it? Like, is it normal Teen Mum or is it like different? It is literally normal Teen Mum. It's like we never left. Well, I never left. Like, it's just normal. Like, it's just how it's always been. And I've watched some of the footage, like when I did my voiceover and stuff, which is when we go into the studio you'll hear our voice over the top of it. And it's just like normal Teen Mum. And the problem is with Teen Mum, you become friends with your camera crew. Like I had 2 people for 15 weeks and they were like my friends. So they turn up, sometimes I'd be in bed and then they come up and I'd be like, no, everything's gone wrong. Like, let me tell you about my life. They were literally like my friends, which is fine and it's amazing until you forget that what they're filming is broadcasted out to everyone. So most of the time my hair's straight back, I look a mess, my hair's greasy or whatever, but do you know what? That's how I started Teen Mum. I started Teen Mum when I probably got my makeup done once every 2 years for like a really special occasion. And it's actually really nice to just be able to be my full-on self, even though you forget that it's being shown to everyone. But anyway, we'll talk about that in a minute. I don't know when I became so old because I got a new toothbrush and I'm so excited to share it with you. Ignore the fact I'm missing nails, like please, I'm getting them done tomorrow. But I need to share my new toothbrush with you. How old am I, please? Because this is exciting. I have never seen a toothbrush like this, and when I have, they are ridiculously priced. This is cheaper than my old electric toothbrush that was just a normal zhuzhy toothbrush. This is from Oclean ×10, and it is a smart toothbrush, which I'm so excited about because basically I went and got my composite bonding done, as everyone knows, when everyone called me piano key teeth. Anyway, let's not get into that. And he was like, you really don't brush your teeth properly, and I was like, okay. And I feel like because I'm only 25, I've looked after my teeth, but like not well enough. We all know what it's like. You get in from like a night out and you've been drinking and like you don't brush your teeth. I mean, I hope not everyone, like I hope everyone does, but I hope none of you do when you get in from a night out because it makes me look less like a minger. He was like, no, you really need to seriously brush your teeth properly. And I was like, okay, fine. And basically, I get really bored when I brush my teeth. Does anyone else? I've started putting a timer on my phone of 2 minutes because I get that bored when I'm brushing my teeth. And also, I've got a problem. It's not a problem. I think it's quite common, but my gums bleed because I don't brush my teeth well enough. And he was like, you need to get past the bleeding and then eventually they won't bleed. Like, you really need to look after your teeth. Anyway, so I've ordered this from Oclean and it is so swanky. It comes with like this sleeve here. It's got all the details on the back in this really cute box. And let me just get it out. I don't know if to show you like normal or like this. Maybe I'll do a bit of both. Well, this is the box, like this. And this is the brush. Comes in 3 different colours. Blue, pink, and then ocean and grey. I got ocean and grey. I don't know why I didn't get pink. Pink's my favourite colour, but I was feeling some type of way about grey that day. Maybe I was feeling a little bit grey in my personality. But this is the brush. It's got a coloured screen here, smart screen. You won't believe the price as well when I tell you. And then, hi boo. Brush my teeth properly. And then this is obviously the brush that goes onto it. So you just pull this bit off. And then it just goes on like that. And then it's got a charger. Now, what I love so much about this toothbrush, I can't believe it. So it's 3 hours charging for 60 days battery life. So 2 months. And every 2 months you've got to charge this toothbrush, which is amazing because you know when your toothbrush dies and you're just like, well, great. And then it's got 5 different settings. So I'm gonna show it. I'm gonna take the camera off and show you the settings now because it'll probably be a bit easier. Okay, so this is the toothbrush here. I've never been so excited in my life. And then you just press it here and turn it on and it'll go, hi. And it's got this large screen here and it comes up with like emojis. It's like interactive sort of emoji screen. And it can have a self-generated supplementary brushing plan if needed. Then basically, after you brush your teeth, on this screen it shows a brushing report, and if you've missed to brush any of the areas, the self-generated brushing plan will give you an extra 10 minutes to rebrush the missing zones. How incredible! And then basically, so it's just turned off there, just here I'll show you, it's got 5 distinctive brushing modes to choose from, and then also it's got 5 levels of intensity. So basically here you can have polish, clean, oh my hand's shaking, why am I shaking, white, massage, sensitive, which I feel like I need at the moment, and then also you can turn it up and down. So that is the toothbrush itself, which I think is absolutely incredible, and the ones I've seen in the shop of this are so expensive. Wait till I tell you the price. I'm going to go brush my teeth and show you now it in action. Sorry, I'm just so excited. Welcome to my bathroom. I need to do a house tour, which I have not done yet because nothing's finished, okay? But look at my new mirror. How cute. Okay, so I use this toothpaste, but you know, everyone uses different toothpaste. I'm gonna put my toothpaste onto it now. Which one I want? Do I want polish? I feel like I need sensitive. Sensitive in 3. Oh. It's flashing to say like this side here I didn't do well enough. So that's my bottom right. Let me carry on doing that. Then finish the extra bit and then it does that. How amazing is that? Like that is so cool, I'm sorry. My teeth have never been so polished and shiny. Right, wait there. Okay, so that is my teeth all done with my Oclean. I'm sorry, go-to toothbrush. That, well, I mean, you probably can't tell how clean they are, but that was so good to use. Oh my God, I've turned it on again. So good to use that, oh my God. That's so easy to use. 5 different like settings of how powerful it is. 5 different, so my teeth are all clean. I love this toothbrush. This is what I needed in my life. And hopefully, oh look, that's got like a little picture of the teeth. Wow. Technology. Hopefully my gums will stop bleeding because I'm going to brush my teeth properly with this. And it, like the fact that it tells you what area you need to go back on. So I think mine was bottom left that it said. And then I did it again for another 10 seconds. And the fact as well that I love that you only have to charge it for 3 hours and you get 2 months worth of battery time. Sorry. I got this in this crate just because I thought it matched my bathroom. Now regretting I didn't get pink, but check out the colours as well. Wait for the offer. If you've looked at getting a smart toothbrush before, they are so expensive. Like I've seen a couple for hundreds that do literally the same thing as this. This is normally £84.99, but with my 10% code off, which is Oclean 10, I'm going to pop it in the description, you can get it for £76.49 with free shipping. It's so good for like a lifetime toothbrush. Amazing. Amazing. So good. I'm going to pop the link and also the code in the description. Click to shop, check out all the colours, and yeah. So my gals, I've got you. Sneaky Link got in a relationship when he told me he only wanted casual. I feel like this has probably happened to the best of us, so don't feel like you're alone. Sneaky links are a dangerous area because as a gal, I'm sure I can speak for a lot of us, we get feelings. Like it is hard to just casually be with someone and be intimate with them and not get feelings. I know a lot of people obviously can, and you can if it's not the right person, but I feel like if you really like this person and you feel like, oh, I really like you, and then they're like, no, I don't want a relationship, and then get in a relationship, I know it can leave you feeling really unwanted, like unworthy, and that is the worst feeling as a woman. But I promise you, it's not you. I can only say that because I'm a girl and I've been in a situation before where like, it sounds really bad, but it does sound quite savage, but I'm going to say it. I was seeing someone for a while and it wasn't a sneaky link because we would go out and do stuff and things like that, but I knew it wasn't going to be a relationship, and I did say to him I don't want a relationship. But of course when you're intimate with someone, like you lay in bed, you cuddle, like it's not just a bish bash bosh situation, as horrible as that sounds. So you do get feelings, and I'm not saying I didn't have any feelings for him, because I did, but like I just did not want a relationship at that time. And he was amazing, he was a lovely boy, and like on paper he was perfect, but it just wasn't the time for me. And I sort of ended things, and then I did get in a relationship with someone quite soon after, so he was probably exactly the same as what you're feeling, and so I've been on the other end of it, and it wasn't him at all. And I still like think about this when I'm down, I'm like, oh, but like I just think everyone has their person, and he wasn't mine, and unfortunately you're not this person's person. It doesn't mean that you're not good enough, it doesn't mean that you're not worthy, it just means that it just didn't work out. And I personally like to have the perspective on life and not looking too deep into things of, but why didn't he want to be with me, why did we argue, why did this happen, and just look at it as, I've adapted this it is what it is attitude. And sometimes it can be a bit dangerous, because sometimes I'm not bothered at all, and when I probably should be, but like when you think it is what it is, like it is what it is. And that probably sounds really weird hearing it if that's the first time you've sort of heard that saying and you haven't really thought about it before. But keep telling yourself that when things happen that you're like really like thinking about and like thinking deep about, and it's really affecting you because you're overthinking it, just think it is what it is. It is what it is. Do you know what I mean? Like, and I know it sounds, I don't know, like, it's really hard because it's not nice being made to feel unwanted by someone, but it's not you. You know, there can be tiny things why someone then goes with somebody else. Like, it's not you, and he's just not, this time in your life, he's not your person, and whoever's going to come along next, you'll look back and think, thank God my sneaky link did like leave and get in a relationship, because I wouldn't have met this person now. And that's just why I look at it like it is what it is, because better things are coming. I saw a thing the other day, and it was like, doors close on you for new doors to open. Like, don't be scared to open those new doors. Like, if a door slams in your face, like, just take that in for a minute. If you want to be a bit upset, be a bit upset, but then walk down the corridor, because there's so many more doors that have got more amazing things for you. Boyfriend never wants to be intimate with me, ask why, and he gets mad. Normal. I'm gonna say never wants to get intimate with you, not normal. I mean, everyone has their different levels of how intimate they are in their couple. Like, no one can say that's not normal, because everyone's so different. I would look at it as like a whole. Say, for example, if you've been together for 3 years and 2.5 years of it, he's been intimate and all of a sudden he's not. Something has shifted in the relationship, and it's not really down to you to work that out. Like, he should be the one saying what it is. But I think he's your boyfriend for a reason. You obviously love him, and you're obviously with him for a reason. So I don't know, have you tried actually telling him how it's making you feel? If you haven't tried that, if you have, I mean, you need to do what's going to make you happy. And I feel like if this is going to be an ongoing problem, do you really want to spend like such precious years going over the same problem that isn't going to be resolved? Because there's only so long you can go over the same issue before it's like, actually, you're not really respecting me, because one, you're not giving me what I need, which, you know, if you don't want to do that for you, then fine, that's fine. But you're not respecting me because you're getting mad when I ask you about it. He shouldn't be getting mad. It's not your fault. Like, it's something that he's doing. So what are you getting mad at me for? What are you mad for? I think if it goes on, maybe actually do you want to be in that relationship? Because that must be draining if every time you have the conversation with him, he's just getting mad. Because I've been with someone before where we can't talk without an argument, and it gets to the point where you think, I don't actually like you anymore because you make me feel like SHIT. I can't even communicate with you, and we're actually adults, like, believe it or not. So, I mean, maybe if you haven't tried the feelings conversation, sit down and say, do you know what actually how it's making me feel? It's making me feel really like unwanted. It's making me feel like I'm not good enough. When I have the conversation with you, get mad, like, weird, why are you doing that? Try not to be as like confrontational as I just was then, but have the conversation. And if he's still like, like getting mad and he's not bothered, then actually maybe sit down and think, is this what I want? Opinion on boyfriend having OnlyFans. Okay, now I personally wouldn't be with someone that had OnlyFans, just because, I don't know, like, a boyfriend on OnlyFans. Like, I'm not a crazy jealous person, but at the same time, like, you're my boyfriend, and I don't know, like, I personally wouldn't have an OnlyFans for my own personal reasons. Like, I've got friends that do it, and they're like, they're so good, like, they're amazing, and they're such lovely, like, girls, but I personally wouldn't, so I feel like I wouldn't want a boyfriend that would. But I mean, if you don't let anybody tell you what's right and wrong. Like, if you've got friends around you and you if it doesn't bother you, right, hand on heart, if it doesn't bother you and you think, I really don't care, but you've got your friends around you going, oh, I wouldn't let my boyfriend do that. Forget that, because you're not in their relationship and they're not in your relationship. Would you be with their boyfriend? Probably not. So don't take their advice on your boyfriend. Ignore it. It's your relationship, and I know it can be hard and it is a process. You've got to really learn how to ignore people, but try and ignore it. It's your relationship. If it does bother you, then speak to him. I mean, if that's what he wants to do, that's what he wants to do, and maybe you're not compatible. How to lose weight or be body confident after a baby, currently struggling mental health wise. Oh, okay, well, first of all, look at what you've done. Sorry, you have grown a baby in your belly and given birth. Like, it is the most beautiful, amazing thing that you can do. So don't be disheartened when you look at your body. And I know it's hard. I feel like everything is a process. If you'd asked me this 2 years ago, I would have said a completely different answer. I mean, it's just about loving your new body and adapting. Your body isn't what it was before the baby. Fine. Everyone's body changes. You might see a 30-year-old woman who hasn't had children and her body's changed so much from when she was like 10 years younger. That's just time. Your body's undergone such a big change in such a small amount of time, but you've got your beautiful baby. And I used to look at it like, I've got stretch marks all over my thighs, and like the more tanned I get, the more visible they are, and I used to hate them. And now I just look at them and I think, obviously I put on loads of weight when I was pregnant. I put on 4 stone, and I look at my stretch marks and I think, without them I wouldn't have Malia. What would I prefer, stretch marks or Malia? And it is horrible. It is horrible to not feel confident, but when you get horrible thoughts in your mind about yourself, so say for example, if I look at my stretch marks, I'm like, oh God, I hate them. Like, ooh, like that's what I actually think, like, oh. I then think about what I like about myself, and I'm like, okay, well, what do I like about myself? I like my eyes, and then I look at my eyes, and then I'll be like, oh, I like my hair. I like my tan. And slowly you can build your confidence back up from that, because there's so many beautiful things about you. Just because you don't like one thing, look at yourself as a whole. Tell yourself how beautiful you are. I saw another thing the other day when someone said, like, if your best friend walked in, like, what are you going to say to them? Are you going to, if they, like, you're going to be like, oh God, like, you look awful? Never. You're going to be like, oh my God, you look amazing. Like, say that to yourself too. Be, like, do you know what I mean? Be your own best friend. Say that to yourself. Like, I don't know if you're going to be able to see, but like, are you going to be able to see? This is my belly here, and like, I like this top part of my belly, but this bottom part I can't get rid of, like, ever. No matter how much exercise I do, it just pouches out a bit, and I hate it. But like, slowly I've just stopped caring. I've just started looking at other parts of my body that I really like, and looking at, like, you know, giving myself, hyping myself up. Be your own hype girl. And it just takes time. You can't overnight think, right, okay, she said that, so I'm going to do this, and suddenly tomorrow you're going to wake up and be really confident. I'm not going to lie. But over time, practice these tiny little things. Be your own hype girl. Whenever you feel really down about one little thing about your body, or like your belly, or your stretch marks, or your loose skin, pick something else from your body that you actually like, and actually look at that thing and think, actually, I'm beautiful. And tell yourself you're beautiful, because you are. And all I can say is it is a process. It is time. It's not going to happen overnight, but you can do it. Struggling to let go of someone who has been stringing me along for about 3 years. Please help. Okay, 3 years is such a long time. Absolutely not. We don't enjoy that. Those 3 years, we can't get back. And you've probably had a really good 3 years anyway, apart from that person. He's got to go. Or she. I don't know if it's a boy or girl, but they've got to go. Bye-bye. Do you know why? Because life is too short. Think about our life, right? It is so precious. We've got a limited time, okay? Like, we haven't got all the time in the world. Do you want to spend this time, these precious, precious years, being strung along by someone who isn't worthy of you? Because that's all it is. He's not worthy of you. Do you think he deserves you? Absolutely not. If he's stringing you along, probably makes him, they're probably making you feel like you're not good enough. One minute they want you, the next minute they don't. Absolutely not. Life's too short to be worried. Life is too short to be someone's second option, or, you know, not their number one. And somebody out there, you'll be their number one. Fact, okay? Absolutely not. They need to go. And I know it's hard, because they probably make you feel amazing one minute and rubbish the next minute. But where, coming from me, I've been in toxic relationships, and that is a toxic environment. That is awful for you. They say, like, toxic relationships and that what you're going through, they're like roller coasters, which is why we stay on them, because when the high is so high, it's like we're high. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's like, woo. And then when we're low, but when we're high, we're high. Do you know what I mean? So it's like up and down. It's never a straight road of, you know, like a little bump and whatever. So when you're high, when you're low, you're craving that high again. You crave it, and we don't realise it, but we do crave it. And that's why you keep going back, and love shouldn't be like that. Like, the right person should just make you feel content always, and you're going to have ups and downs, but that it should just be mellow, and you just leave. And the way to let go is cut all contact. Goodbye, snip snip, block. If that's what you've got to do, delete their mum, their nan, their granddad, whoever you've got to delete off Facebook, completely cut contact, just for now, because any contact you get will make you go back. So cut contact, be sad for a minute, a day, 2 days, if that's what you want to do, lay in your bed, eat ice cream, do whatever you need to do, go party with the girls, and then we pick ourselves back up, okay? Okay, I'm so sorry, we've changed locations, my camera died. I hope I answered all your questions okay. I've just sat and picked off my really good shaped toenails, which I don't know why I did that. You need a new toothbrush, and even if you don't need a new toothbrush, check out Oclean. Make sure you use my code to get the discount. It's such a good offer for this smart toothbrush. And I hope you're all good, okay? I've just turned my toothbrush on. I hope you're all okay. I love you all. Thank you for all your support always as well, for like your comments and even your views and your likes. Like, I love you all. You make me feel so good, and I'll be back soon. And let me know in the comments any videos that you want to see as well, like just anything that you fancy, like, yeah, I want to see her do this, or I want to watch this. Let me know, and I'll see you soon.